gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Surge here on the El Paso Sports Network, and I am joined by some very special guests today, the Franco Real Estate Group. Ladies, welcome.
Hi.
If you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Definitely. My name is Denise Franco with Franco Real Estate Group and eXp Realty.
My name is Anaí Bañuelos, also with the Franco Real Estate Group.
My name is Ethel Schaefer, also with the Franco Real Estate Group and eXp Realty.
And my name is Angelica Hines, also with Franco Real Estate Group and eXp.
Thank you, ladies, for joining us. We got them here on the show because these ladies are doing some very great stuff and special stuff, and they helped us out currently with the mini session that we had the past week. And we want to give them the opportunity to speak on what's going on. So Denise, can you tell us a little bit about your real estate group?
Yeah, definitely. So thank you for having us on. We've actually been open since May of this year. This is a new group. And I've been in real estate for 7 years, licensed for 5 here in Texas. We recently switched over to eXp Realty, which is a global brokerage that we're super excited to be a part of. It is by far the most innovative brokerage right now. And so that's the brokerage that supports us. And then in-house, it's the Franco Real Estate Group. And so it's, as you can see, it's a small team of us. We do have a few members that are missing right now, but it's run very much like a boutique brokerage. And so basically the benefit to our clients is that we are hyper local. All of us are here in El Paso. You will get to meet with us in person, get those personal phone calls. We personally go out and show you properties. But we also have that strong backing of a company that's so technologically innovative, and just the trainings that they offer us, the backing that they offer us just gives our clients the best overall experience and the best overall representation.
Awesome. Anahi, what got you into real estate?
Denise actually did.
Oh.
Funny story. So 3 years ago, me and my husband were looking for a house, and he said, hey, one of the girls I used to work with at Chuck E. Cheese, shout out Chuck E. Cheese crew.
Shout out Chuck E. Cheese.
To the mouth.
He's like, one of the girls that I used to work with at Chuck E. Cheese, she's a realtor. Do you want to reach out to her? Because we had no idea what we were doing. We were already under contract on a house that we weren't 100% sure on. Mm-hmm. She sat down with me and she's like, do you really want to live there? And I said, what do you mean? And she said, you can change the house, you can change anything, interior, exterior, but you cannot change the location. Boom. I was like, get me out. Get me out now. And I started working with her, and I fell in love with making others feel that same, love for looking for a home. It's not something that has to be difficult. It's, when done correctly, it's fun, it's beautiful.
And I like what you said right there, looking for a home compared to looking for a house.
Yes.
That's a kind of big difference right there when you're looking for a home. Ethel, how did you get your start?
Well, I came to El Paso almost 6 years ago. I'm from Argentina, so I speak Spanish. And I decided I was in a completely different market. I was working in telecommunications, and I decided to switch to something else, something fun for me, and because I like to help people achieve their goals and make a positive impact in their lives. And this is the perfect work for that.
Perfect work. Awesome. Angie, how did you get your start in the biz?
Mine was a bit more simple. I was working in call centers. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but after 6 years, I thought I needed a change. So I started going into property management, and I really enjoyed it. The feeling of finding the right apartment for the right person, making sure that it fits them and that they can afford it. So bringing them into that kind of situation has brought me joy. So I felt it would be better if I could do it for an actual home. make the transition from getting them in an apartment into a home.
Awesome, awesome. Now, I'm not really familiar with what's going on in the whole real estate industry. I just know that it's been crazy these past couple months. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, definitely. So the market really got hit with COVID. So when COVID hit, there was a disruption in the market that I don't think really any of us could have foreseen. Would you ladies agree?
No. Yeah, definitely not.
100%.
I thought it was gonna, I thought all sales were gonna halt, and no.
That's what I would have thought too.
Because, that was what happened in other countries. Everything stopped. And in United States, it was the opposite.
Yeah. So I think there are some things that are out of our control, and COVID hitting and us having a pandemic, it really just gave us a huge market shift. And so what we saw was that homeowners that already owned a property, they wanted to stay put in their house. They didn't want to leave anymore. There's a pandemic going on. The last thing that you want to do is get up and move, right? Or even if you already had plans of getting up and moving, you're kind of hesitant now, right? And on the buying side, there was a miscommunication. On the buying side, there was a miscommunication. So the Federal Reserve loans banks money to loan then to us, the consumers. The banks started freaking out. They started freaking out because they thought that we were going to have a market crash, and they started hesitating on lending buyers money. Federal Reserve said, hey guys, you're good. We have your back. Don't worry, lend out that money. Matter of fact, we're going to help you, and we're not going to charge you interest temporarily. They really wanted to incentivize the banks to keep doing business, to not make the government go into panic, make the community go into panic. And so what happened was that a lot of buyers heard this information, and they thought that they were going to get loans with 0% interest. And so everybody and their mom, their grandma started applying for these loans. And as realtors, we'll be the first to tell you that there are so many people right now listening to this show that qualify for a new home, and they just don't know it. They just don't know it.
Yeah.
And they're afraid to go and check if they do or if they don't, because nobody likes applying for something and getting rejected, And so at this point, people just kind of felt like, well, what do we have to lose? Let's go and apply. And then people are stuck at home. They're bored. So, people are stuck at home, they're bored. Now they're applying for stuff or making time for stuff that they didn't really make time for before. And so we had an influx of buyers, but we had a shortage of sellers now. And so it's very basic supply and demand. Low supply, high demand. We now have a seller's market. And that's basically what happened. Last year was one of the busiest years. It's been difficult for lenders to keep up with demand. It's been extremely hard for appraisers to keep up with demand, which is one of the reasons why appraisals are taking so long to come in. But I mean, overall, I guess I say all of that to say it really never stopped being a good market. The market shifts, but it never stops. It may go up and it may come down, but there's never not good opportunity within that market. And so from there, you kind of have to analyze, where do you stand as a consumer? Are you in a position right now to sell, or are you in a position to buy, or are you trying to invest? And that's where the group comes in. We take the goals that you have as a consumer, and we analyze that, and we say, okay, based off of your goals and your situation, this is a good game plan to get you from start to finish, get you there educated, give you every single step of the process, and be completely transparent about it, so that you've actually learned something from this transaction moving forward, and you have just an equal opportunity as anybody else, as anybody in the industry, to continue to invest in real estate, whether you're buying or selling.
Awesome. That was a mouthful right there. It was. I just didn't realize how crazy that market was. I mean, we hear stuff, you know, here and there, and people are like, yeah, the housing. And we're like, what? Okay. So Ana, to elaborate more, why should a potential buyer or seller go with you guys?
Oh, wow. You gave me the meaty question.
Hey, you're sitting right next to her.
So buyers, you know, helping them through the process is something that, you know, anybody can do. But for example, I had a buyer come to me and she said, it's because my credit, I don't know, like, and I told her, if you don't know, you'll never know. If you don't try, you'll never know. Mm-hmm. And she went and she actually qualified by herself, a single mom of 2 girls, for a home loan. Like, we also instill you with confidence to take that next step. It's not just helping you buy a home, it's helping you, for example, with her, it's helping you build a future for your children, for yourself. So, you know, it being a seller's market, offers are very competitive. We help you put in the best offer to make sure that your offer gets accepted. For sellers, you know, I was just looking at the MLS earlier. That's
not soccer, right? MLS? No, that's
no.
Oh, okay.
So the MLS is the real. The MLS is the realtor system that we use to, you know, to put your house up on the market so that everybody in El Paso can see it.
It's a platform that we share as realtors to share information.
Yeah. And, you know, I was looking at it and I saw sellers, this is very important. I saw a $300,000 listing and the pictures were just, you know, not the best. I'm sure the house is beautiful, but you're not displaying it in its best light. Yes, it's a seller's market. Yes, it's going to sell, but you still have to try. That's one thing that we have not stopped doing. We put our best foot forward for our clients, 100%. And we make sure that their house is being displayed in the best light for buyers to look at it and be like, wow, that's beautiful, let me go see it.
And with the most exposure, to add to that,
yes.
With the most exposure, because even though it's a seller's market and there's no doubt in our mind that you can sell the property, we're not just trying to sell the property, we're trying to get you the absolute most back on your investment. And in order to do that, there has to be a specific strategy that goes into prepping the listing, marketing the listing, negotiating on that contract once you get an offer, and then finalizing that process. On top of that, the most exposure. So we really pride ourselves in being big on social media. And a lot of clients, I don't think, recognize that sometimes we get more views on our social media pages than Zillow or Realtor.com. The more people are looking at your property, the higher offers you're going to get innately. So that's really what makes us stand apart from the others.
Awesome. Now, Eto, coming from Argentina and being bilingual, this is a very big bilingual community. How has that helped you to do your job a lot better, since a lot of the folks here, you know, do speak Spanish mostly?
Yeah, and that helps a lot. You can adapt yourself to each situation, because one of the things that we love to do and is the way we are very transparent. We're very transparent in the process. We try to educate our clients on how to buy, how to sell a house in the best way. And we love to be very, very clear on all the steps in the process. And we like to explain, we need to sign a lot of papers, a lot of documents, and those are legal documents. So what I love is to explain every and each document to my clients. So knowing both languages, I can do it better, I can do it clear, and I can help them. Yeah.
100%.
That's awesome. Now, Angie, coming from the property management industry, which I know is chaos, right? Mm-hmm. How has that helped you? Because you've seen, you know, that side of the rental market, and now moving families into buying their own home. How has that helped you, you know, bridge the gap when people are looking to purchase a home?
It's helped a lot because Now, mind you, when I was doing property management, it was for tax credit properties.
Oh, okay.
And it came to a point that the rates weren't that low anymore. Like, they had gone up, and some people were like, well, these are supposed to be low income, affordable, and I couldn't justify, the difference, because there are a lot of market units out there that were not that much different, maybe $100, give or take. So even though I enjoyed my job and I was, pretty much 100% by the time I left the company, I thought it was better to put their money where they can afford something, where there's going to be ownership, and they can do whatever they want with their house. You know what I'm saying? Style it however they want, pay it off early if they want to, and gain equity.
Awesome. Yeah, I guess the big difference of actually owning something, because you're paying that money anyways a month, to actually have something to fall back on that a lot of us don't really take into consideration. We're just out there throwing money, and then next thing you know, we're 60 and we're
you
like,
can
ooh.
see now in this market that you will pay more for rental than for your loan, so monthly. So it's something that people that are thinking on buying or renting, it's a big thing.
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
Big thing. So what are other services that you guys offer to your clients that kind of set you guys apart? I know you already mentioned some of it, but is there anything else that's unique?
So we're a full service team in the sense that we really back each other. The fact that there's more than one of us, I actually started as a realtor, I started by myself, and a lot of clients might not recognize that if a realtor is doing this by themselves, it's a lot of hats that you're wearing. And so since there's a team of us, we have the opportunity to divvy up our responsibilities and just focus on what we're really good at, and give, everybody's playing to their strengths. But I mean, we just really cater to our clients. Our clients get our personal number, they have multiple members' numbers. We're constantly on group messages or calling or FaceTiming. A real estate purchase or sale it's a big deal. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars of your investment. So we treat it as such. We're there, and we make sure that you have taken the time to read through everything that you need to read through so that you stay protected. If you have any questions, we'll get you the answer. If we don't have the answer, we'll get the answer from somebody else. It's another thing. We have a lot of partners within the community that really help us. We're not the end all be all. We have Del Sol Title is one of our preferred title companies. They're awesome at getting questions answered for us. They actually have Mr. Hector Phillips on their team, which is an attorney. So whenever we're talking about title or legality, we have somebody that we can just pick up the phone and call and walk them through the scenario to make sure that our clients are protected. And then, of course, our partners, all of our business partners, from First Community Mortgage to Home Plate Mortgage, our home warranty companies that help keep the homes in their best condition year round. We have Achosa Home Warranty, Old Republic Home Warranty. So it's really more than just our team. It's a bunch of other great teams in El Paso coming together to provide our clients the absolute best service in real estate that they're going to get.
It's a lot. That's a team right there. I'll tell you, that's a team right there. Now, obviously, we are with the El Paso Sports Network, so we're just going to switch this up a little bit and ask you guys: do you guys follow sports in your free time?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Is there any in particular team? I really got to ask Ethel this one. From oh no, I'm kidding. But I really want to ask Ethel from Argentina. Are you a Messi fan?
Everybody is a Messi fan.
Gotta make sure. That's why I gotta make sure. I was like, that's one person I want to go see play before he hangs up the cleats right there. Denise, is there any sports in particular that you when you do have some time to relax? Maybe.
I will say boxing and MMA is what I follow when I follow.
That's a surprise. Wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah.
Boxing MMA. She
And
wants to see
boxing.
somebody get their face punched in. I get.
She's a fighter, guys. She's a fighter.
Yeah, what is it? A firecracker, right? TNT. There you go.
You know what? When you're negotiating some of the
Yeah.
best deals in El Paso, you gotta have a little fight in you.
little
So
fight
That's what it is. Yeah.
There it is. And obviously you said Cowboys, right? Is it
Yes,
football?
sir.
Is football the thing you go to?
You know what? I just love football. Like, I love the NFL season, period. So Cowboys has been my family team, my childhood team, but I'll root for anybody.
So you had a rough life with the Cowboys, right?
I did. I've heard it all.
You guys are doing good. Let's see how you guys finish up on there. Ethel, any sport in particular you follow?
Well, sports changes a lot since we came here because we don't have so many sports or the same sports there. But I like to see many of them. Yeah, I like tennis. I like
Tennis is good.
football. I like soccer. So yeah.
That is awesome. Angie?
I do love sports. I played soccer.
There you go.
So I followed it for a while, and then I tend to catch back up when we do the Olympics. That's when I love to watch everything, all the sports, gymnastics.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, though, our household is NFL, Raider Nation.
The Raiders.
Nation,
Raiders,
okay.
Raiders,
If you're gonna go
Raiders.
for a team, go for a good team, guys. Anybody but the Raiders.
says Mrs. Cowboys over here.
The Cowboys start winning a couple games, and all of a sudden, hey, we got it. You got to follow a good team.
Ace just came in here to rile everybody up.
It's Wired Wednesday, I guess. You know? The Raiders. Yeah, the Raiders cool. I got a bunch of Raider fans right there. We're fortunate enough to interview Trent Sig. He's a long snapper for the Raiders. Cool cat right there. Sports. Anything else as we get to landing here? Anything else you guys want to talk about your group, where people can follow you guys, find out more information?
Yeah, so we put out a lot of our content, even just like our daily shenanigans on Instagram and Facebook. Those are the best places to follow us at Franco Real Estate. And we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. We each have our own individual page. You guys want to give your individual page on where they can follow you?
Sure. You can follow me at anaibanuelos.realtor.
You can follow me as Ethel Schaefer Realtor.
Oh, AngieHines.realtor.
And through the power of magic, you'll see it appear all on the bottom. Right there.
Magic.
Right, it'll be down there.
But yeah, if you guys are in the market to buy or sell, make sure that you link up with a winning team. So here at Franco Real Estate, guys, we're actually working on a very special goal.
Yes.
We are trying to get 20 families that are looking to either upgrade or downsize their home. We're trying to, but before the end of the year, we're trying to help you out. So if you or anybody that you know of is thinking about moving, wants more information, please reach out to us. We would love to help you. And make sure you guys pick the winning team, the Franco Real Estate Group.
Awesome. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us on this episode. And like I said, I appreciate it, all the hard work you guys do. And for those looking out there to invest, buy, or sell, these ladies got you covered. So for Asa Costa and the El Paso Sport Network, and Denise and Anahi, Ethel, and Angie, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.